addictive technology for blind people. It's organizer, the electronic organizer. Such an organizer, it's working. They offer you voice, synthetic voice. Also, they offer a screen, braille display, and of course, braille keyboard, besides many other keys with different functions. Such a device, it's used always on the blind user, and such a device can do thousands of functions. For example, the most interesting one is they can connect with the network. Here we have Wi-Fi. He can immediately connect it, and he can browse the internet. Don't have to disturb us with sound, because they have for his ear, and they have software, they have games, they have computing, scientific and normal calculator. They have compass, thermometer, altimeter in order to get oriented. Many other applications like inclusive DAISY reader, if you know, it's a kind of new type of electronic document, DAISY. You will hear very, very soon. And many other applications. We are continuously working to improve this device. If somebody starts working with this, they cannot hit anymore. They say, how can I live without this all of my life? They can interact with their telephone. They can write SMS, read SMS, browse the agenda of his telephone. And they can do many things.
Which is the cost of this agenda comparing with the keyboard? Which is the cost of the agenda comparing
Okay,
with
this device costs, this is the small one. This costs exactly 3,500 euro plus VAT. This one, it's bigger, they have 40 cells, and they can interchange keyboard. They can use braille keyboard or normal keyboard. Blind people are used with normal keyboard, using in the blind mode. And this costs about 6,000 euro. So it's extremely expensive. Nevertheless, we are continuing selling it. Even in Romania, we sold already about 10, not exactly 10, 8 or 9 pieces like this to private persons who pay their own money to have. And they have their small community, they interact. Okay. This is how they work. It was very interesting. The dream of the blind user was to stay on the sofa and work on computer, because they don't need to stay on the desk. And so they keep this on their lap. Actually, they use it like this, not like this. It's a matter of ergonomy. And there is a belt they can put it, and they work like this. And they have sound, they have all the feedback here, or the control is here, and the computer can be away. They have anything they need. Okay. Now the reading machine. In order to work with such a device, you have to like to work with electronics. You know, maybe people who don't use emails, for example, because they are maybe older and they are not used. You know, maybe people who complain about smartphones. I can't understand anything about the device. It's crazy. I want to make a call. What should I do? It's normal. Many people who became blind are old. They are not used with computer. Even more, they are not able to learn completely new things. For that, we have a reading machine. The reading machine is actually a scanner and a computer, nothing more. Everything is in a very smart way. The interface is extremely simple. This is a very complicated one. We have only 2 buttons. You put your book in whatever position, never mind. The scanner captures the image, optical character recognition extract text, and speech synthesis produce speech output. So you put your book, you press a button, and the machine starts reading to you. If you have multiple problems, including ears, you can use also braille display. So you can read with your fingers what is on the book. Unfortunately now doesn't work with handwriting. You have to be printed because this type of character can be recognized.
That would be the
This is
next-
a very successful also, especially for old people in the house for old people. How you call this? I don't know. Retraite, maison de retraite. So, all right.
Yeah, as you said it.
Okay, so
We understand it.
okay,
Retirement.
there are many old people and they love to read. They can't read anymore because glasses is not good enough and so on. So they used to buy such devices for
Excuse me?
old people.
And what is the translation of the language? Only for Romania?
No, many languages. Because you have optical character recognition, the intelligent part behind it's optical character recognition,
Yes.
and this is available for many languages, hundreds of languages.
But then when it is translated to the Braille
Okay.
way of writing?
Okay, indeed, Braille is different for each country.
Yes.
There are countries who have different Braille in the same country, Americans for example. And there you have to introduce the Braille table. It's a file and you write. For A, this is the Braille configuration. For B, for all the letters, for special letters and so on.
Coding.
So it's a very easy configuration. We are doing now a Pronto for Hungarians. And because it's the first Pronto sold for Hungarians, we have to introduce all this, which normal for other languages. It's easy. It was designed from the beginning to be easy, localized in any language, any culture.
And otherwise it works like a computer which has its memory and its files and everything.
Yes, the memory of this device is huge. You can memorize hundreds and thousands of pages to read again. So first you read by scanning and then you recuperate, you save it. When you save it, they ask you your file name, you pronounce what it is, they record, they keep beside the files in the form we know, they keep also the sound. And then when you retrieve it, they read back to you the sound and you select your voice, which file you want to read again. So you can read it again wherever you are. This is the way you control it. Okay, this is a Braille printer. Braille printers are extremely important, especially for schools blind. If you are working with old people who lose their visual ability at an old age, they never learn again Braille. Braille is learned in schools up to maybe 10 years. After 10 years, they don't want to learn anymore Braille and are unable to learn Braille because now a lot of technology is working with voice. So they can read by voice any document on the internet. The screen reader speak aloud to them everything. So they don't want to learn Braille anymore. However, Braille is important for culture. The students like to have Braille documents. They love to have Braille because it was observed and scientifically proved that reading Braille it's easier to understand, it's better memorized on short term and also on long term. There is certain advantages of reading with your fingers than just listen. This is how looks a Braille printer, a normal Braille printer. Maybe you're not very interested if you're working. Okay, what can do a Braille printer? Other type of Braille, this is the normal, let's say for schools or for associations. This is a personal one for students. And this one, it's a small typography. It's good for writing books and so on.
What about the speed?
Okay,
of
now
the-
about tactile. It is very important beside text Braille to have tactile diagrams. Tactile diagrams is a huge amount of know-how how to create a diagram. I have here some diagrams I will show you once by one. We do that for some customers in a different, for example, in Romania.